McCarthy fired. Kevin McCarthy ousted as Speaker of the House. This is a big deal outside of crypto, but within crypto. You might be like, Dan, I don't care about politics. Why are you talking about this? This ties directly into crypto, and that's what I want to do this video about. So make sure you stick around because this is our crypto journey playing out before us on the big stage. So hit the subscribe on your way in, and let's jump into the video. And I want to just mention, at the end of this video, towards the end, I'm going to go over this thread from Paul Graywall. It doesn't have to do with Speaker of the House getting ousted, but SEC also just filed its opposition to the motion, Coinbase's motion, to dismiss the case against Coinbase. I want to go through this thread. SEC, they are just taking those losses. Let's dive in and let's start here. So Kevin McCarthy was ousted as Speaker for multiple reasons, mainly broken promises. They're like, get him out of there. That's what happened. Now, here's the big headline. If you're a crypto person, this is the big headline and why it matters. Crypto friendly Patrick McHenry becomes Speaker Pro Temp following House Speaker oust. So now we have this temporary House Speaker who is pro-crypto, and you recognize him. You recognize McHenry with that bow tie. I know you do. So I want to talk about this and go through this article and what's going on here, but I came across this really interesting post. Sean Tuffy says, if Patrick McHenry gets pressed into service as Speaker, he'd give up his chair of the Financial Service Committee. This is where we've grown to love McHenry. He's pro-crypto. He's on this Financial Services Committee, and he's doing the work to get bills passed and all that good stuff. This would take a pro-crypto guy off the board, which could impact the attempts to get a crypto bill out the door. Let's look at the other flip side of this, the bigger picture of this. And this is why the headline is so important. Caitlin Long, delivering just such a good point, says, but if McHenry does indeed get pressed into service as Speaker, he'd control the House floor agenda, which is a more important role for getting a stablecoin bill through the House than his role as Financial Services Committee chair. And it's just an obvious fact. I would say Speaker would be a way more influential role, at least in the short to midterm while he's there, over Financial Services Committee chair. And we've appreciated the work that he's done. I mean, this was him just the other day. Check this clip out in case you missed it. This is huge in the fight against the SEC.
So let me be clear. I do not want to be the first chairman of this committee to issue a subpoena to the Securities Exchange Commission. And you should not want to be the first SEC chair to receive a congressional subpoena. Either we find a path forward where the SEC recognizes Congress as a co-equal branch.
That's crazy that all of a sudden, and I didn't anticipate this the other day. This was September 27th. This was days ago. I didn't anticipate that all of a sudden this would be the headline, that same exact guy is pro temp following House Speaker oust, right? I didn't think that would be the headline, but that's the headline. So crypto friendly, Patrick McHenry is reportedly taking over as Speaker of the House on a temporary basis following dramatic ouster. It's nice to have this guy that's been fighting for crypto, now Speaker of the House, even if temporarily. McHenry is a chair of the House Financial Services Committee, which advanced 2 bills over the summer to regulate crypto, one specific to stablecoins. The congressman, too, just threatened a subpoena, which we just saw the video, against SEC Chair Gary Gensler last week, accusing him of not being transparent to Congress regarding his interactions with bankrupt crypto exchange FTX and its former CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried. He said, either we find a path forward, as you just heard, where the SEC recognizes Congress as a co-equal branch of government and is responsive to our oversight duties, or my only option is to issue a subpoena. Just such strong words. Crazy to think that this stylish guy is now the House Speaker. And so it's a really big deal if we're in the crypto space, right? And I really think this just exemplifies the importance of it, the magnitude of it. It's a bigger deal than the role that he had before, even if temporary. So I want to say, as we segue over to the Coinbase SEC thread and the news breaking over in that side of the crypto space, I want to just say this. There are just, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I've noticed this. There are these little things that just keep happening on the major playing field before us in the political scene. There are major things that tie into crypto. Crypto is no longer this thing that's just on the back burner and just out of everybody's mind. This crypto is at the forefront, it seems, especially going into this next election cycle. And what I'm seeing, at least when it comes to SEC versus crypto, what I'm seeing is I've been seeing the case for crypto being brought and being fought for. And I've been seeing crypto winning. And that's just my observation. I'm not saying crypto's winning every time and the battle is over, because it's not. The war is not over, but that's what I'm seeing. And Paul Graywall really lays it out really nicely in this thread. He just tweeted this, or just posted this less than an hour ago. SEC just filed its opposition to our motion to dismiss their case against Coinbase, all while this other news is happening. McHenry, now the temporary speaker, a preliminary note, he says, over and over again, the SEC makes sweeping claims of what the law must be without any legal citation. And I say that all of the time. You're probably sick of it. That is, they don't have the law on their side with what they're trying to accomplish here. Crypto does. And companies like Coinbase and Paul Graywall over there, they do have the law on their side. The assets we list on our platform are not securities and are not within the SEC's jurisdiction. Court decisions over the past several months have made that plain. The SEC's argument today would mean that everything from Pokemon cards to stamps to Swifty bracelets are also securities. And isn't that just a fact? It's the ridiculous fact. It's the ridiculous notion that the SEC is really using in their fight against crypto. So, as Torres made so clear last week, that is simply not the law. And he's referring over here to Richie Torres, which we also, I believe, saw in the hearing last week. So there's a lot, again, going on in terms of crypto tying into the big stage and these hearings and now House Speaker. The SEC's continued regulation by enforcement approach also ignores the voice of the 52 million strong crypto constituency in the U.S. that wants rules and regulations for this innovative tech. That would be all of you out there. Last week, founders from 40-plus crypto companies around the country joined Stand With Crypto in D.C. to tell their representatives to pass legislation that protects consumers, enables innovation, and creates jobs and opportunities in the U.S. We look forward to filing our reply on October 24th. As always, we appreciate the court's consideration of our case. So 40-plus crypto companies around the country. Protect consumers, enable innovation, create jobs. That mindset when it comes to crypto, and this is where it all kind of ties together in its own little way, that mindset is shared by people like this, McHenry, who's now House Speaker all of a sudden. Mind you, on a temporary basis, but still, I think it's a big deal. It's definitely worthwhile news to discuss, to bring to you, especially as markets aren't doing too much. And I wanted to bring that to you. So if you found any value in this video, please hit the subscribe. I hope you're doing well out there in the crypto winter. Let me know your thoughts about this news, about what's going on in the crypto space. Hit the like on the way out. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.